So this is a VOD review of a Silver Zen player. And yeah, as far as your team comp goes, I think the 2-2-2 was forced because of the looking for group system, which is actually nice. But I kind of expect like a little bit more communication because you use the system as in comparison to solo queue. All right, let's go.
I'm trying to put my shield up above me, so.
All right, the first thing I noticed is like your crosshair here. I mean, it's personal preference, but like you have to hit like accurate projectile shots with Zen. So like in my opinion, crosshair is something like this, right? Like a very short crosshair with a little bit of space in between serves the purpose better. But yeah, I mean, it's a personal preference, but yeah, maybe you give that one a try. I think it's also like very like standard, like you in other FPS games, you always see like these like smaller crosshairs with a little gap in between. Like the other option is you just remove like the sticks here around the dot. I mean, a lot of Zen players play with the dot. It's also fine.
So, are you a one-trick Zen, or would you, if it calls for it, would you mind switching to another?
Oh, I would
They
switch.
have a Reinhardt.
I'll totally switch. It's just that Zen is my best.
Full in, Zen. Left.
Alright, that was a good call of your teammate that you go left, because it looked like you were about to go main when your tanks go left. Like as Zen, you always have to look out where the team goes because you're in support, right? Alright, so you discard the Genji, use deflect, where he uses his orb. Get some spam damage in, you discard the Ryan, that's actually a good play. You have the Harmony on Reinhardt, which is also fine.
Right.
Yeah, but there's a Rotok like right in your face. So in this case, your positioning was a little bit too aggressive. You should have like stayed in the hallway, right? Where you like wait. You should have exactly. You should have stayed here, right? If you stay here, you can also like put out the damage you did when you stand here. But in a you have more cover, right? You have like this wall over here. You can back off here because if the Rotok should kill you here. I don't know because you're right. He's like right in your face. He left clicks and you're dead, right? But if you're here, the Rotok has to come this way, right? You have time to react and back off, like strafe a little bit. I mean, Silverhawks. I don't know. I think they take a little bit more time to kill Zen as usual. But yeah, think about like you always want to have like hard cover, right? Like walls or like corners here. You always need that as Zen because you have no mobility, right? So always think about that. All right. Also, like you should have called out that the Hawk is left, and he was kind of alone, because like most of the fight is happening around here, and Hawk was like going left side over here, right? So if you would tell your teammates to focus the Hawk who was flanking, you could have discorded him, and like the DPS, all of your DPS could have focused him and you as well, and he would be instantly dead. Right, because like he has like a huge hitbox with the Discord, and he used his E, so he has like he's basically dead if you would call it out, but you didn't. So make sure like if someone's flanking you or coming from an odd position, call it out instantly, and or also like instantly Discord him and put damage into him, because it could have happened that the Hawk, like if you would discorded him right away when he flanked here, that he would see like, oh, okay, I'm spotted, I'm backing out, right? And then he wasted time. Because for you, it's just a discord and like a little bit of damage. And then some players get like scared that they die, right? You have to abuse that, especially in silver. Yeah, it seems like you're just ignoring the hawk. You should be dead, like,
They
in a
have a
second.
Pharah. They have a Pharah.
Yeah, you're 44 HP. You're dead in a second.
Remember what I said?
Okay, that's actually a good orb. You always have to make sure that your main support is alive here. That's actually very good. The discord on the Reinhardt is also good because he's half and he should be the focus of your team. Because if the Rein dies, they have no protection. And then the fight snowballs from there, right?
Right,
Let's go, let's go. You're still ignoring the hawk.
We have a bunch of people behind us.
Yeah, now you're calling it out,
Hawk
but
and-
now you did. But you have like, your Junkrat did work. Yeah, the Junkrat did kill both enemy supports. So you should win this fight. Yeah, you won the fight.
Yo, come here, Esteban.
Pharah's out. Pharah's up high.
Sorry.
I need her down. Thank
Alright.
you.
So Junkrat needs like more
Want my
seconds.
shield
Oh, the
recharged? I do
Genji.
have
The
my
Genji
ult.
feeded here.
Alright, that was
Cover this
a
hall.
Got
that was a
absolutely
good
staggered.
take. Yeah, my ult's ready. My ult's ready as well. So next team battle.
Alright, what I want you to do now, go up here and take high ground. Like SN, it's so powerful. Like, not like how do I say it? High ground is just overall in this game is insanely powerful because you have the option to drop, but as then you don't have the option to go instantly on the high ground because you have no mobility, right? So this is just, you have like more options to play, and that's powerful. And let's see what you do. Okay. Alright, so it seems like you're just waiting for the enemy team to come in. Alright, good orb. Right, you should call out that the enemy team is coming left side instantly. Like like something like run at left, they're coming left side under, right? So your team knows. Okay, this is like the main focus of the damage that has to come in, right? Because like right now, Reinhardt's shield is topped at 2k, and this shit has to break. Because otherwise they will just fight you on point, and you don't have like an advantage. Because right now they're coming through like this little choke. Like missing damage here is like almost impossible.
Where are they?
Genji has orb.
Alright, so Genji is 1. One of your DPS died because I think he went out on a solo mission. So you're actually at a disadvantage if the Genji stays alive and gets like the health back. So I actually want you to chase the Genji to secure the kill.
I'm dead.
He's
right
behind
side.
us. Pharah.
Alright, so you're just telling your team that they have to do it. I mean, always try to secure kills, because you saw that he used deflect. I mean, Genji is a threat to Zen if he has deflect and dash. And he used deflect, so he probably still has dash. But still, he was 1. Like, you could have you just had to like melee him or like one shot, one orb, and you would be dead. Genji's coming right here.
Genji has orb.
1. He dashed and he deflected.
Dead,
He's
right.
He used dash and deflect. See that?
Where are they?
Okay, so there's the first headshot in Discord. There's the deflect. That's actually very, very good that you reload here, because he is stuck in the animation. If he doesn't use dash, but he uses dash.
Genji has orb.
Right, so he hit you with dash.
Orb.
Right, there's like no excuse to chase him, to not chase him actually. You would have like gone here, because like you have like this time frame, right? Because if he goes here, he's gone. And if he goes like way over here on the right pack, on the health pack here, he's gone as well. But I think you could have made like the distance over here and like still have line of sight on him to actually secure the kill. Oh wait, all right.
I'm dead.
He's
right
behind
side.
us. Pharah has orb.
No, you have to say Pharah.
Mercy has orb. Kill her.
Pharah has orb. Is kind of weird.
Mercy is super low.
Use strength. They used. Yeah. All right. That's just like old usage. You were like, I think you were too afraid to use it. I don't know, that sometimes is like a thing for like support players, that they hold their support ults for far too long. Like what I think about like an ult, it's just an ability, dude. I mean, it's just an ability. Just press it, dude. When you see like an opportunity, you just press it. That's it. And you died there because you waited too long. And you see here, like the Junkrat got the pick on the Mercy, which is huge. So if you trance there, you're invincible with trance. You know that, right? So there you can't die for 5 seconds, and you're providing like the 300 HPS to the team. And they used the Moira ult. So if they like invest ults, it's fine for you to invest your ult as well. Yeah, but now you die, and they probably win the fight. Yeah, they got 2 picks. They won the fight.
Roadhog's behind.
We don't have a hit scan for that farm right now. Do you want to switch, or do I need to go to a different tank?
I was gonna
We need
switch
a
as soon
hit
as I
scan for
death blossomed.
No, Reaper's not bad for this comp. We might want to switch off the junk, if that's cool. Because if the fair is countering us that hard, it might be better.
Rogue's coming on the left behind us.
That was actually a good call from your teammate to switch to Junkrat, because they picked Pharah to counter your comp, and you have to do the same. Like the Junkrat, if he would switch to a hitscan hero, I think he would have a more easy, like a better time in the team fights. Because like right now, only like Moira's right click actually a counter to Pharah as well, because like the range is ridiculous.
Oh. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, the
Hey,
fire.
spam your discords. Spam your discords. Like
Pharah.
I have my Discord bound to mouse 5. Like it's a side button on your mouse, and it's very easy just to spam it, because like even if like an enemy shows himself like around the corner over here, for example, even if like if an enemy shows himself like for 1 second, if you spam like if you have your Discord on a key that you can spam easily, he immediately gets discorded, and that's value for you. So maybe try to change your keybinds.
Has orb.
Okay, Roadhog's flank.
Okay, so with Earth Shatter, there's actually like a little time frame where you can react. Like when you hear the hammer, the voice line hammer, there's time for you to press Q. But that's like kind of a reaction game. But yeah, you have like 1 critical over here already, right? And you're just like in the push phase.
Okay, Roadhog.
But there's nothing you can do about this, because like he's on a solo mission. Okay, like Moira's low over here, so the right player actually would easier to be like to instantly to flick on her and press like your left shift, and then like continue doing damage onto the shield to break it. Oh, and the Roadhog is like behind you again. Like you have to always have to call out like targets who are behind, so that everybody knows. Like that's a crucial information. Like everybody on the team has to know like when there's someone out of position. Yeah, and here it would be perfect if you would trance there. It would be good an opportunity, but you held it again. Like I don't know, maybe it's just Yeah, you were not fast enough.
I think that might be the worst Roadhog ult I've ever seen.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
now you have to
he
reset.
had me in a
The
small
Zarya has to go
corner.
back instead. Otherwise
He
she
was
would
just
she would feed.
panicking. He wanted me. He wanted me so bad. Wanted Reinhardt's booty.
Just group up.
Oh wait.
When you engage,
I have you.
Alright. So they used Earth Shatter, right? They used their Hawk ult. What about Zarya? I think you hold your trance just for Zarya, right? But it's actually sometimes it's not worth it. Because like if they use other ults first, you just trance, even if it's bait. Because like there is a chance that you still win the team fight if your team is in your trance. And then they kill like all the other enemy people or heroes, right? And then you won the fight, and then they have to re-engage, and then they use Graph, and then you don't have trance, but that's actually fine. But then, because by the time you push again, you have an ult advantage again, and there's nothing they can do about it. But it's like a how do you say, like a kind of a mind game, right? So yeah, don't hold your trance specifically for Zarya ults. It's just, you would have get like your Transcendence if you would use it on the first fight with the Coalescence. You would have had another one by now, so yeah, don't be afraid to press Q. Oh, nice headshot.
Genji is very low.
Yeah, that's like another thing, like if you would have pressed your Discord spam, like don't use E. Like E is so hard to spam and strafe. Just use like one of your mouse buttons, or like maybe change the E to Harmony. Actually, I have my Harmony on E and my Discord on mouse wheel down and mouse 5, because you can easily spam it. Like if you would have headshot him, right? Then immediately animation cancel with Discord, and then the second headshot would have actually killed him, and then you would have had an advantage. Like here, like there's a trade, like your Reaper killed the Mercy, which is huge. Like killing the main heal is always huge, but then he gets like killed, so you're playing a 5v5 here.
oh, damn.
Yeah, and your Zarya used Graph without telling you. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's like not a thing in Silver to call out your ults when you're about to use it, but you should use it.
Road has orphans.
Yeah, that's just awareness, right? Like how many times he hit you before you died. Yes, Discord the Hawk. See here, 1
Has orphan.
2 3. Okay, so the last 2 shots were headshots. Unlucky.
He's down.
But again, like I told you, like just stay here, because then the Genji has to come here, and then you see him. But if you go here and shoot here, the Genji, you don't have line of sight. Like you stay here, and you basically see this angle, right? And this whole angle here, you have no idea what's going on unless you move. But if you stay here, like the probability that like at a team fight that someone's flanking around here is very low in Silver. And everybody who's gonna engage you from front, you see him, and then you can like contest him in the fight in a 1v1, right? So yeah, that's just a positioning issue.
Ah, I trashed.
Missed her. God damn it. Genji should be down. Do you guys have that point?
Okay, your team
Moira's a fucking
cleared them
cunt.
up. That's nice.
Says the Moira.
Yeah, like
Ryan's left.
I love Moira now. Never used to play her. Now easily one of my favorite healers.
Okay, Ren's down.
Good Discord on the Reinhardt.
Mercy has ore.
Don't let her come
Do the
in.
right play. Discord on Mercy, sure.
Nice.
Yeah, you contributed to the kill here. That's good.
Roadhog bottom left.
Pharah's on the right. Careful. They've got a Hanzo peeking around that corner.
Yeah,
Is he sweaty?
like you see again, you're just like here in the middle on the low ground with your team. I mean, sure, you're using the Reinhardt as a shield, but if you stay like here on top, you first of all you can see like a lot more around the point and where they're coming in, unless they come like from low ground here. Yeah, and like if the far like tries to shoot you, you still can drop down or like back off here. Like if you would stay here, actually, you have like cover on the staircase here. You have the option to drop down here and go to the health pack, or engage here in this room, or just like go all the way over here, like go back here. But right now your only cover is Reinhardt, and if Reinhardt decides to swing or fire strike, and you get like a direct hit from Pharah, you're at 80 HP, and then you're basically dead. So positioning, like always, is like a one of like it's difficult to explain, but positioning is just very important. And to think about your positioning in game, sure, can be hard sometimes because you're focusing on other things. But for you to improve, actively think about your positioning. And if you get that right, you're like climbing at least to plat, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, spamming the barrier, that's good. Alright, so you see the Rotox behind, right? What? Yeah, ult. You have to ult here, right? You have your Discord already on Rotok. He's like, when Rotok ults, he's like in a very weak state. So the Discord stays on the target when you use your Transcendence. That's very important. That's like one of the... It's like a good tip to know. To before you use your trance, just Discord someone. Because then they will usually die, because your team is like kinda invincible for 5 seconds. And you don't lose the value of Discord. And you should trance here, right? You could have saved the Moira here. If he gets like some pellets on you, you're dead, because you're like in a corner here.
Ah, shit, that was just too late.
My shield couldn't take all that.
I mean, you know that that's good. But like, see where we are at, right? We're at 99.89, and that's the first time you use Transcendence, and it was too late. Like, that's the problem. Like, don't be afraid to use your ult, even if it's bad, right? I mean, I'm not saying that you have to ult when it's bad. Of course not. Like the perfect scenario would be to ult when it's perfect, right? But like in this case, like all the fights that were like happening in this map right now, you played like you would not have an ult at all, right? So yeah, as I said, just press Q. There's no other answer.
I have ult, so if we want to go for one last push, it's totally doable. Actually, we got soldier ult too. So.
Oh, do I have ult? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get on it like now.
Yeah, I'm running.
You're probably gonna have to suicide contest Moira.
Damn it! I touched
Yeah,
it.
you could have won that map easily if you like would have provided more value with your transcendence.
That was
If you
close.
like, if you have if you would have gotten
Yeah,
like
far
2 or
isn't
3
going
transcendence
down
off,
fast
that
enough for me
would
to
be
stay
like
right
a
here.
joke of a game. You would have stomped them.
It's fine, I'll just stay hit scan this time.
Because trans wins team fights.
I thought
Most
drop
of the time.
switch off.
Jameson Fox, Minister of Engineering, has a certain ring to it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I cast this forth.
Yeah, Diva, can you dive that Pharah?
Alright, so you took like a lot of spam damage here, which is kind of unnecessary because you showed yourself here and you walked past like line of sight on the enemy team. Like, imagine if you got picked first, the push would be over instantly. So you're not the one who has to peek first, or like let the tank walk in first and see what's happening, and then you kind of have like the option to use the shield, and then you can go in if it's safe. And if not, you stay like here around the corner and try to spam over here. Or if no one's there, if they're like fighting here, you just switch to the other point, like the other cover here, and you spam them from there, right? Like Ascend, you don't have to fight on point, never. Like especially on King of the Hill, like, I mean, it depends on the map, but usually you can like play a little bit far and like a little bit further in the back.
So I got Junkrat, right?
Pharah's orb.
Diva's on me.
Diva's orb.
Yeah, change your caller to Pharah Discord, because orb
Mercy
is
has
confusing because sometimes
It's
it's
very
not.
low.
Like, imagine if like you have Pharah as well on your team. Calling out Pharah has orb is confusing, because then if I would queue with you in solo queue, I wouldn't know, yeah, like, does our Pharah has an orb, or what's going on? Is the enemy Pharah discorded? Like, just specify, like, you only call out the Discord, right? You don't call out who you're orbing, of course, but just use the term name Discord, and then location, and then state, health state, right? So the proper callout would be Pharah discorded, main in the air, or main, like just main, and then depends on her health, right? If she would be half, you say half, or 1, or like tagged. So that would be like the proper callout. Yo. You don't want to fight Ryan at close range. Yeah, take the mega.
Jack right.
Come on.
I had to drop
Yeah,
down.
okay.
They're pretty heavy.
Yeah,
They're
that's
pretty
just
heavy.
because your positioning was like way too far on the point. Like, as then you play a little bit more on the backline. Just remember that.
Right now. I'm going to Zarya.
Yo. Where's your damage, dude? You're just looking around. You have to contribute to the fight. You're Zenyatta. You're the damage of support. You have to contribute to the fight with your damage. Okay, so the Moira's behind you, and yeah, like, so this is a good position right here. If you stay here and discord and put your damage out, that's perfect. Like right here, you would say Diva discord, no booster, right? Half. Like with a little bit more, like when you're like, it depends on the Zen player you are, but I would say it like with a very enthusiastic voice, like Diva discord, half, focus Diva, burn Diva. And then like everybody has like their attention on Diva, and dude, melting a Diva with discord is so easy, dude. Like, she has one of the biggest hitboxes in the game, and the moment she's out of mech, you have an advantage. But right here, like your diva as well is like demacked, and they got a res off of Reinhardt. So securing like the demack on the diva is actually super important. Yeah, and you did.
Diva out of mech.
Yeah, but no one was contesting point. That's a problem. Like your tanks don't have to. Your tanks can't push out here. Actually, you could use just Transcendence here, right? They used like their fucking Coalescence again, and you can react to it. You have your trance, and your soldier is critical, and he uses his ult. Like, support him, rescue. Because of course the Moira will focus him. She's actually doing her job by putting her Coalescence beam onto the ulting soldier. So she's doing the right play. But you have to support him.
What you do?
Oh,
Ooh, dude. Like another thing is like if what I like to do with like Junkrat traps, because like Junkrats always search for the supports, always. And if the Junkrat trap isn't like that super sneaky, the moment I see it and I can't destroy it, right? I will always try to destroy it with my right click, or if that's not possible with some left clicks. But if the tire still doesn't die, you pop Q instantly. That's actually a good trade, because if the tire explodes and doesn't secure the kill on you, and you use trance to further secure like the team fight on point, that's perfectly acceptable.
whew. Thanks for killing that.
Alright, so this is a lost fight.
Fuck, man. That's a lot.
Alright, wait, let me see what do they have here. For Mercy, Ryan Diva, Moira, Junkrat. So they don't have a defensive ult. Like, I don't really count Moira and like Mercy ult as defensive. I mean, sure, like her Valkyrie beam is kind of nice, but like most of the time the damage will cut through their healing output here. Alright. Oh, your Junkrat's fragging out actually. So you have the advantage. You have to call in. You have to say like that they have to push in. They have to push in now.
We
have to get a point now.
2 main healers.
Like everybody's dead here. You have to get the point
Sure,
as
I
fast
can
as possible.
switch to Moira later.
Yeah.
Next step. I also have trance, so maybe want to
Yeah,
use that
wait.
before.
I got you, fam.
No. Why would you switch to Moira, dude? You have Mercy Zen. That's the most powerful healer combo in the game right now. Like, if you would switch to Moira, you would actually put your team at a disadvantage again. Like, team comp wise. Dude, charge your right clicks. Like, if you have downtime and you don't see someone, like, try to position yourself in a way that you have, like, for example, right here, you go here, right? Then you charge your right click. But you don't show yourself, right? Because there's like this doorway here, right? And you can kind of hide here, charge your right click, and then show yourself for a second, and then you have like 3 line of sights way until like the staircase here, where they come from spawn, right? They come here, and then they come here, or they go left side. Because like, if you secure a kill with a right click, they have to group up again. And if they don't, and they engage 5v6, like 70 or 80% of the time, you will win the team fight. And that's like, you're actually building ults off of that. Because if they fight you at a disadvantage, your ult economy will be better than theirs. Because you get picks faster. So their ult charge will lag behind yours.
Watch out for Junkrat.
Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes when a diva bomb is unavoidable, you use Q. I mean, if you die here, that would be an insane pick for diva.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, alright. So, alright, imagine if you would have pressed Q, right? You would be alive. So that would be 2 picks here. But your team has like a 5-second invincibility to get picks to make it even. No, alright, no. It's fine that you didn't use ult. That's good. Because like this is too much. Like losing your main heal and like your hits can DPS against this is too much. So it's actually fine that you save it for next fight.
I'll stay on Zen until I use the trance, okay?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Okay.
Alright, grouping up phase. Like in silver, that's probably okay if you go outside of spawn during the regroup phase. But as you go higher, you have to regroup in spawn actually. Because at high elos, they will push up here. So that they can see you spawn. And they will try to kill you or get picks. Yeah, see, like right now you're frontlining. Like if they go here, they will focus you because you're fucking Zen. And then you die and stagger your team. And they get free ult charge, not ult charge, point charge. So the right play for you to make here is to wait for your tanks until they cross you. Like you would have to position, like wait. Alright, let's play this again. You could stay here. Here. Because you have cover here. Or cover here. And what you do is you use the cover, start right click, go to the line of sight, and release it either here or here. Depends on where you see someone. And it maybe gets a pick, like right? Because like a charged right click, which is not obvious because you were charging it on the corner, and just release it like as they see you, is super powerful. Like most of the time, they don't have the time to react when you release it. So I wouldn't be surprised if you die here, but they don't seem to push up. They play point. Alright.
Pharah's orb.
Yeah, I would be concerned about Barrage, right? Why was the Pharah here in the first place anyways? Like most of the time at this map, Pharahs will like hide, like left shift up here and stay here. Wait until the team comes either like this way or this way, and as soon as you cross like this doorway or something, I don't know how it's called, but as soon as you cross this, you will pop Q and instantly kill your whole team. So Pharah probably has Barrage, right? Like you have to think about the enemy ults, especially when you have trance up.
Are you ready for the push?
Yeah, see, like you got like the rocket from the Pharah, the direct hit, because you didn't use cover. You will just like AD strafing around here with line of sights. So as Zen, it's super important to use the cover. I mean, yeah, like your aim is not like the very best, and a Pharah is super hard to hit as Zen. So my advice to you would be just put the Discord on the Pharah and call it out, and then just focus on other heroes who are on the ground, and especially easier to hit, right? Like there's a diva right here. You leave the Discord on her so that your soldier is actually focusing here, I think. So she should be dead in like 2 seconds or 3 seconds if she doesn't get healed. And what you could do is to like pump damage into D.Va so she get demacked. Because you will hit your shots into the D.Va. Like for sure. Like if she's here and doesn't use like crazy booster movement, that's just damage, right? So that's actually free damage. That's what I wanted to say. No, don't
Pharah's
try
low.
to contest Pharah. See, you're missing all the shots because like the Pharah is so jiggly because she has like movement in every direction possible. And she's just like floating around, like don't do it. Forget about Pharah. But it's a good thing that you discorded there. It's actually right play.
Oh, she got the health back.
Yeah. Now again, like the Moira ulted again and the Junkrat ulted again. I hope you pop trends now. Perfect opportunity. Yeah, you got fucked. See, as soon as you hear the voice line and you don't have like instant line of sight because you can hear the distance, how far away the tire is. And if it's very loud, you kinda can guess that it's somewhere around you. So like just counter the tire by pressing Q.
There's a Junkrat on the left hand side.
Junkrat's one shot.
Right. Oh. That was good. That was good. Your mercy was low. You saw that the team fight you had an advantage because your Junkrat killed the mercy. And your soldier traded with the Pharah. Right? So you provide the extra value needed to secure the team fight to actually win the point. But still, like, you could have used your trans way earlier and still have it in this moment again. So yeah, I think I don't have to repeat myself. Just don't be afraid to press Q.
That was a good trans, bud.
Yeah, see, like your Harmony hop uptime was like too late. You have to orb, like you have to orb very fast all the time so that you provide maximum value.
D.Va out of mech.
Right, the right play now. No, wait. I wait. Let's see how it goes.
Their fucking mercy won't go down, dude.
Oh, that's fine. He's gone.
Alright, so yeah, okay, because I was about to say, if a lot of like your teammates were dead, like if there were only like 2 on point, the right play would be to switch to Lucio to get faster on point, to provide value, to actually secure the switch. But that's fine. I mean, now it's redundant because you have the point anyway, and you have like you're building your trance again.
Right side.
Go get some heals if you can.
Yo, Junk, you mind putting your head out a little bit?
Mercy now.
Yep.
Ryan on point.
Oh, they're flanking us. What the hell?
Alright, you have to like get in the habit to flick onto critical health targets and use your Harp of Harmony, right? Because like right now you're healing a Junkrat, which is full. So the Orb of Harmony provides no value. The discord is fine. That's a good discord here. Because you give pressure onto the Ryan because he can't drop shield if you discord it, because he will take a fuck ton of damage and die afterwards. Yeah, see. I mean, he was. I think he was low, right? I didn't see it. Alright, so he comes in. Okay, he has no armor anymore, right? But that's still like 400 HP. And he's instantly dead. Yeah, I love that.
Nice.
Bars in the back.
Aura's hard.
Alright, good up on the Mercy. Very nice.
Pharah's orb.
He's in Discord. Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
Rip her.
Junkrat top left.
Junkrat's the top man.
Junkrat's gonna piss me the fuck off. That fucking.
See, you have like downtime here. You're just looking. Just charge a right click. And if you see like that you have to orb someone, press the melee button. Because cancelling your right click with melee is faster than releasing it and then orbing someone. Right? So the combo is right click. Wait. Right click into melee for a cancel, right? Because that's faster. And then you can orb. That's like the yeah, I don't want to say combo, but it's the animation cancel you see often when you go higher. Like a lot of Sens use this.
Crap, I will shit out of here.
Yeah, you have to orb your diva here because she's going madman against like 3 other people trying to do stuff. So you have to like orb her. The Mercy doesn't need to orb. I mean, it's nice that you have it on Mercy because she has like her self passive healing, and if she wants to go in with the diva, she can provide her healing value, and she has like more survivability because of your orb. So depends on what she does. It's if she flies in, that's the right play. Yeah, but she doesn't. So that's the thing, right? You orb the diva first, right? You see that the diva is going in, so you instantly orb her right here, and then you decide, all right, is the Mercy right here? You see the Mercy right here. Is she going to follow it up to heal her, to support her in the fight, or is she not? Because if, as you see, she's not, and then you would have provided like the diva with the extra health. Yeah, and see, the diva got absolutely shreked. Just a bad play from the diva. Oh yeah, that's actually fine to support like ulting teammates. That's a good play. But like I don't know how's the rest of the team. Okay, yeah. Like the ultimate is getting like very
Alright, I'm keeping you up. Let's
easy
go.
easy Riptire kills. Alright, so you have Trance here. Trance increases your movement ability, your movement speed. So if you pop it now, you're fast on point. But right now, everybody's kinda okay. So you wait.
Fucking far is back up.
You use it now. They used Air Shatter. Use it.
Fuck, I'm downstairs.
Use it.
They
Use it.
moved me off.
Could have been too late if you ask me. Because the Mercy was already critical, and if someone hit her and she would be dead, you would have had a very hard time after the Trance to keep the fight going. Because you don't have main heals.
Focus the Mercy if you can. Oh, she's gone.
There's a Roadhog ulting behind you. Like you have to like look around faster. Like if you see like the Marcus around here, just do a 180 flick. I don't know what sense you're playing on, but yeah, try to get in the habit to do like occasional 180s when you hear someone, or especially when you take damage from behind. Just instantly flick and see what's going on, and then decide from there.
Junkrat is in the side room.
That's just an awareness issue. Yeah, now you have to switch to Lucio. See, like there's like one critical here, one is about to die here in a second. He's about to run into the fight. So you as Zen don't do much now, because like this is like a staggering like last effort push from your team to secure the map. So right play would be to press H and switch to Lucio, amp it up, wall right, and stall on point.
Get all.
Down.
Yeah, I think you lose that. There's no chance. That's it.
Oh, come here.
Ah, didn't make it.
GG.
Can we stop drop Estamon? He didn't switch that whole fucking game.
Alright, wait. I will look at your second video.
Yeah, but I gotta wake up at
Let's look
6:30.
at Anubis now.
Yeah.
So do I actually. Around 7.
What time is it where you're at?
12:15.
Oh, yeah.
We're fucked.
Yeah. We're all East Coasters.
Well, I'm gonna be late to work.
Right, really charge right click there. Put Discord on then.
Yep. I'm gonna be late
Yeah,
to
you're
work.
spamming your shield,
Oh, well.
that's a good play. Alright, okay, the Junkrat should be dead. He's like feeding. Like you should have immediately like called out that the Junkrat is at the choke main. Yeah, so that your DPS can follow it up. Because at high elos, if Junkrat would do that, either you would be dead right now, because you would hit like the direct hit in the mine, or he dies, because like how many of you were there? Wait.
No work. Oh well.
Okay, Reinhard Zarya left. See, and he's here now. So your Zarya is here, you are here. The Mercy is behind you, I think. The Reinhard is too far on the left. He does not come for you to help. But like, if you would call out that the jungle is right in your face, like you, Zarya, Mercy, and what the fuck's that? Like what?
You win some
Who
and you.
is that? Ah, that's Farah. Okay, and Farah would know that the Junkrat is here, and he should be dead if you call it out, but you didn't.
Lose some.
And there's a trap here.
Sometimes you get fired from work. Oh well.
Junk is behind us. Watch out, Mercy.
Yeah, that's too late. You have to call out that stuff faster.
Shit.
Here comes Junk. Here comes Junk.
Yeah.
Shoot him in his junk.
See, like you paid the price for not calling out the junk immediately when he dropped off the high ground, or not dropped off the high ground when he just appeared before your face. Like as soon as someone's so close to you, just call it out, because you're Zen, dude. You die, or if Mercy dies, the fight's probably over. Because you two provide so much value, it's insane.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I don't think we should go to the left with Junkrat on the enemy team.
True, good call. Could go main actually. Just rush on point. Because like Junkrat has a hard time just spamming the point if you're all like playing scattered around the point. Like he has to decide who he wants to attack. And if you go here, he just fucks you up. Because like he gets direct hits, splash damage, right? And he will build his tire, and then he uses his tire, and then it goes like fire in the hole, and then you're all dead. And then you have to reset again.
I'm trying to think of a way to flank.
Yeah, you're working on the barrier, that's good.
Like that! Alright, the ride separated from the top.
Yeah, you're not calling out your discords to your team, and like the health when you're discording him, like right here. Your discord is on soldier, right? And then the moment you discord a soldier, Soldier Discord. Half. 1. Soldier 1. Main. Right? So that the DPS knows. But it looks like you're scattered somewhere here. And you're backing off because of that. Because you didn't follow fast enough. Because you're scared of the soldier and the Zarya here.
Alright, the Rhine separated from the top group.
I got Junkrat.
Okay, your Rhine charges in like a madman. The Mercy supports him. Alright, good. Okay, dude, like how many times do you want to reload? Wait. I mean, it's fine if you change your orb once and then reload, but like don't like switch your orbs constantly when you try to reload here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 reload attempts, dude. What the fuck? No, you just wasted like a lot of time with the reload animation. Just wait it out, right? Yeah, instant soldier Discord. I mean, you almost have trance. Discord, 1 body shot to Q. Oh, okay, unlucky.
Oh, just as I got trance.
Yeah.
You know, because you know the reason you didn't have trance? Because you were reloading 5 times. That's it. You lost the fight because you pressed R like constantly. Like you pressed R, but then you cancel the animation with your orb, and then you have to press R again. Like the orbs cancel the reload animation, and you constantly switched your orbs so that you didn't have like ammo like for like 10 seconds, and that's why you don't have trance, and that's why you lose the fight. See, like this is just like there's so much going on in Overwatch where you have to think about why you lost the fight or won the fight. It's like there's a lot of detail going on. You lost the fight, you have to reset. They used the 2 old star, so you should have like the next fight should be like your fight where you invest.
I'm a boy now.
And you got a tick, so that's pretty cool.
I can see that. I mean, hear it. Sorry, but I'm not into that kind of stuff.
Alright, nice Discord, but you should have called it out. Like, always call it out.
Alright, soldier's gone.
Bang! And the dirt is gone.
Oh, well, thanks for trying. Oh my god, you were awesome.
Awesome chance, dude. Awesome chance. Very good. Yeah, let's watch this again. Alright, you see that your Ryan is alone here.
Oh my god.
Perfect. But I mean,
You were awesome.
maybe a little bit too late because like you could have used your chance a little bit faster.
Soldier's gone.
Let's see.
Bang! And the dirt is gone.
Oh, well, thanks for trying.
Yeah. Right. The moment you got booped into the air,
And the dirt
I
is
would have pressed
gone.
you.
Oh, well, thanks for trying.
Yeah, that's an insta Q here because like you know that the Junkrat got a mine on you and he's like somewhere around here and he saw you because you got booped because he mined you. So his focus is on you. And if he would have landed a direct hit, you would be dead, and then the Uranite would be dead because there would be no transcendence. See, like your reaction time on Q as Zen is super important. So try to work on that. Just don't hesitate to press Q, and press Q. It's like an instinct, right? Like press Q when you know, like, oh fuck, what the fuck, I'm about to die and the fire is going on. Just press Q.
Oh my god, you were awesome.
Oh, there Zen actually counter transcended you. I would have not expected this play from a silver player, because most of the time, like at high elos, when a Zen ascendance offensively, sorry, when a Zen transcendence offensively, like you give him like 1 or 2 seconds and then you pop your trance. And the moment their trance runs out, you still have your trance for your team. And then you can get like 3 picks and then you win because of that. Because if you don't transcend, like if they use transcendence offensively and you don't pop yours, you just lose the fight instantly. So you give him like, you give the enemy team like 1 or 2 seconds to put damage onto your team, to get like the most value out of transcendence, and to get like the 2 extra seconds you waited before in the end. Because then you have more value and then you can actually, you have the advantage in time. I have to kill someone. Which, alright. He got his Earthshatter like super fast because I think he doesn't get enough pressure. So he just swings all around, he gets the heals, and he just farms his ult. And I think especially in Silver, like the opportunities for Reinhardt to get fat shatters present themselves very often. So Shatter in Silver is probably a pretty good ult.
Shit, Res is on cooldown.
Wow, really? Okay. He's like solo ulted me.
Yeah, solo ult as you can solo ult someone as Reinhardt. That's perfectly acceptable.
Boys.
You don't have to go for the Fatman Shadow. Alright. Yeah, you lost the fight here. Look at that. You have to back off.
Man.
It's like you have like 2 or 3 fights remaining, and you don't want to waste time by staggering and going in.
Back up, back up.
Well, I ended up on the back of the enemy lines.
Alright. Fashion time.
Ooh, what? Oh no.
Hit the soldier.
Alright, yeah, I mean, Bastion attack, I'm not a fan of that, but let's see how this goes.
I got ult again.
Yeah, you have to move faster with your Reinhardt. If your Reinhardt moves like in a certain direction, you immediately have to follow up, because if you don't, you're exposed.
Gonna pop another ult.
Big shadow. Yeah, you should win the fight here.
Yes.
But the Bastion actually worked, I'm impressed. I mean, for like a silver standard
still
game,
behind
I
us.
don't know.
Oh, I got him.
Beautiful.
Wait, the soldier's actually feeding.
I'ma make you my bitch.
He should. Alright. Nah, he escaped. Yeah, because like your team took way too long. Your team went onto the right side instead of main. So he actually survived. Yeah, press X. Your Mercy needs to help you.
Alright.
My bitch!
There you go, there's a backup.
Yeah, you lost your main tank.
He did backup vocals.
You get like
really
huge spam damage from main.
I just thought we were going with a mine girl.
Yeah,
Fucking
alright.
shit.
Just back off. Just back off. Your Bastion was like in a position
Wait
where
a
he was
second, how'd that
alone,
happen?
and your Reaper was like flanking from the right side.
Okay, so apparently Junkrat can literally, without you moving, I was in turret mode the entire time, okay? Junkrat literally threw a trap right onto me and I already was caught in it.
Wait, are you already like grouped up together? Because like the Bastion and the Reaper died. I don't think that they are here already. Because this kinda looks like you're going in 3v6.
That's kinda interesting.
Like you alright, 4v6. Where is like Bastion and Reaper? Where's your DPS? Your DPS is not there yet.
Yeah, I've never...
And your monkey jumps in. That's a lost team fight.
noticed that. I'm such a junk as well.
Shit.
Shit is right.
Yeah, again, a little bit too late. Like the moment you hear like Earthshatter, just it's like I mean, sometimes it could be bad to be like too reactionary on like ult call outs when the enemy uses ults and you instantly press Q, because like sometimes there are like scenarios where you can decide to purposely lose the fight, right, to get an advantage in ult economy. So as Zen, I said this before, like your decision making on pressing Q is like probably one of the most important skills for Zen. Like there's a skill like, of course, the mechanics, and then there's like orb management. Then there is, of course, like positioning as Zen. Yeah, and what did I miss? Positioning, orb, ult reaction, ult tracking. I mean, in a perfect world, your Mercy player would do that. Mercy, because your job is more like ult anticipation. Right? Like this right here is connected with this. Right? Your Q button and your ult anticipation. Anticipation. Right? This is heavily connected. Like if you know, for example, that the Reinhardt has Shatter, and I mean, okay, your positioning here was kind of bad, so you couldn't like react perfectly in a way, but like in general, if you know that some heroes on the enemy team have ult, has their ult, you can like first of all position yourself in a way that you survive the initial burst from the ult, right? Like for example the Pharah barrage. If you hide in a corner and you hear the Pharah barrage, you can pop Q and save the team, right? Or like same for a Shatter. If the Ryan shatters here and you are like behind a pillar, you don't get shattered, and then you press Q, and then you position yourself in front of the Reinhardt, so you potentially save someone from a pin and like save them from the follow-up damage after the shatter. Like this is all like has to do something with the ult anticipation. But I think that just comes with time. Like the more you play, the better you get at that. Like I think for you the first things to improve on is the positioning. Mechanics will come over time as well, and like your ult reaction, right? I think that is the most important, like or like the most efficient way for you to improve.
Get on point for heals.
Yeah, exactly. Like you use your transcendence.
Shit is right.
You're like floating around, and then you have like 2 seconds. You get bubbled. I don't know where you get bubbled where you're still in transcendence. I mean, whatever. But like use like your last 1.5 seconds of transcendence only for movement. Because you get the speed, you get a speed bonus when you're in transcendence mode. So I use like the last bit of my transcendence just to get in a safe position, right? You transcendence here around the point, and right now I would go like here and back like to main. Like there's like a little box here, and I would try to go near the box and play around the box for cover. Yeah. But you ended your Transcendence in the middle of the fight. Like Moira, this guy here, and the Reinhardt here all have like line of sights. You should be dead in a second because they can't even miss you most of the time. Yeah, you're backing off with your team here. Sure. But I don't think you knew that the team, like 2 of your team were here. I don't think you knew. You just went there. Alright, good orb. Alright, you can't save the Zarya, so just discord the Reinhardt and try to kill him. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your Reaper popped ult when 2 of you died. You see, it's a 4v4, so it's even still. But they have like the spawn advantage. They will spawn faster. Like Zen is about to spawn again, and like you two here are just not in the fight anymore for at least like 10 seconds.
They got a fair now. Hey, I killed the Ryan.
Yeah, it's lost. I mean, oh yeah, Mercy got the res off, but oh, they used the whip tower for that.
Take care of that.
That's actually good for you. Because they won the fight already, and they invested ults still. So
justice reigns from your ass.
That's what I call my diarrhea.
I don't know who to combo my ulti with that.
You go, justice reigns from above. I just say I bless the rains down in Africa.
you have to like make a plan where you engage as a team. Because right now it seems like you're splitting up again. Like the tanks are right side and the DPS going left side again, and the soldiers alone here. Like, I get it, this is silver, but you're using the looking for group system, so you should make plans how to engage, and like you should have like a team unit. You should engage as a unit.
Now I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head more than I usually do.
You are very welcome.
I mean, it's fine that Reaper is flanking because he has like his shift ability, and if he's flanking from left side and you go main, and he goes here and harasses someone and they see him and they focus him, he just presses shift and walks to your team because you're engaging from main, and then he's safe again. And then he actually created space because he distracted like 2 or 3 people, and if they focus like him, they don't focus you, so you have like more space pushing.
That is a great song.
It's stuck in my head anyways, most of the time.
It's what?
It's stuck in my head anyways.
Most of the time anyway.
Yeah, like I think you have like a problem with your right click as well, because like I think you just dodge your right click and then look around to see where someone is, and like if you don't immediately see someone, you just release it somewhere. But as I told you, like if no one's there, just cancel the animation with F, with like your melee button, right? My melee button is F or like mouse 4. So you can actually charge another right click when you actually see someone. Yeah, and right here you have to obviously you have to orb this one.
It's either that or fucking a Mississippi Queen. Weird, 'cause I only listen to that.
Like, see, like 2 of your guys got picked because you didn't like had a proper push. You just like you were here in this area like for far too long. Like you didn't know what's going on actually. You just looked around like, okay, who do I have to follow? Do we push in or not? That's like the job of the tanks, to actually say where you're engaging and when you're engaging. But they don't do it. No, but that's fine. It's, I mean, can't have everything.
That one every once in a while. But it's about
I mean,
the
can't
same
go wrong with
word.
those ones, so.
Banner, man.
Don't go in by yourselves. Back up.
Alright, you have to die now. You're stacking yourself. Like, I would be surprised
No
if
point.
yeah. Like the right play would be like right here, right?
By yourselves. Back
You
up.
see, like no one's here. You're alone, dude. Like here, forget him, dude. He's dead anyway. And you're here and you see like, okay, no one's here. Time to back off. No. They all saw you. You engage on point so that you die fast. So that you can reset faster with your team. Because now you see the Zen got his Discord on you. Right? There's no chance you will survive this. Like this is also like, I don't know if I can call it skill, but if you realize when a fight is lost at your current position, and if it's impossible to disengage, just go onto the card or on point and just die there. Because I mean, if they stagger you, you can still like get free damage and build your trance, and they wouldn't let you do that, like in most cases. I think especially in silver, I don't think that staggering by not killing you when you're on point is a thing. So yeah, just try to reset fast when you realize a fight is lost.
No point.
Because now they have to wait for you. They can't engage. They literally have to wait for you.
She's a
But
bitch.
I have my own.
it seems like they do it anyway.
Kill her!
Yeah, they're in the fight.
Yeah!
Nice.
That
That's
was a lucky
that's
pick.
big.
There you go. Suck a dick, Farah.
Right, last push, guys.
I got ult, so let's push it. Ready?
Alright. So you saw that. You saw that. Wait. Alright. You discarded the Zen, right?
Guys.
I got ult, so let's push
And you hit like some shots, and look at that. He's actually won. If you call out Zen mid behind point here. This is behind point, this area here. If your diva hears that, you can use boosters and finish him. And then you have a pick. And then you have the advantage. And then it gets easier for you to kill the next target. Right? That's like the snowball effect.
Ready?
But you don't call out the Zen, so he recharges his health, because like this portion of his health is like shields, and this shit recharges if he doesn't take damage for like 2 or 3 seconds.
Here we go.
Yeah, trance, good. Yeah, like the Reaper was out of position like heavily. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
Get him,
That was
get him,
just-
pick,
just a
get the
tough.
picks.
Yeah, and again, like your trance ended on point, but like in a your trance ended in a position where it's not safe. Like you see here, the Junkrat's still alive. I mean, he obviously is not attacking you because you're invincible, but he's just spamming and trying to like build his ults. And now you're literally in the middle of the point. You can get damage from here if someone's here, from behind. And if there is a possibility that someone's behind the point here, they go outside, they see you. If they go outside, they see you. Dude, like everybody sees you. That's like a rule, right? After Transcendence, you have to be in a position where you have cover, or where the enemy team have to use resources to get to you, right? Because like right here, if I would play in my elo at Masters and I would end my Transcendence here, and I would be dead instantly. Because like there's like, they know that my trance ends at some point, and then like they can focus me. That's actually a thing.
The picks.
There's your picks, I got 2 of them.
Oh, that's
it's
gonna suck.
desperation time now.
Yep.
You got incredibly lucky.
We don't even have
yeah.
a tick on it.
Nope.
I mean, they got the mercy with the,
I was
with the tower.
contesting for as long as I could.
That is a hard one to get.
Oh man, I'm just running straight in there.
The cycle begins anew.
I'm not fucking
I'm
losing this one, so
terrible
we're
at
going
playing.
full cheese.
1-0.
Okay, I'm
Don't
not.
Like her much. I
We can
do
try.
it skin for Pharaoh.
Just play jump.
Oh, you're going cheese? Sure.
That'll work. I bless the rains down on my...
I sing Chocolate Rain? Wait.
What?
Classic.
Never heard of it.
Alright.
Oh, look it up. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. See, like, it's good that you charge your right click into this choke here, but the problem is you stand still. Like, if they run a sniper, Hanzo, Widow, and they come out here, and they see you, the shot is super easy. Like, even in silver, like a silver Widow would hit that shot because you don't move. You have to like strafe a little bit at least. And if you see actually a sniper, like, you have to include crouch spamming.
Oh, look it up. It's great. It's amazing.
Like, to increase your like accuracy with the right click, as long as you charge, you are actually free to AD strafe. And the moment you release it, then you can like stop for like the moment of the release, right? To get like the most accurate shot you can get. But then after that, after your right click is after you released your right click, you strafe again, right?
It's not like dumbing like a donkey, right?
Yeah, and also like there's like a thing, right, when you have like enough distance between you and the choke you're firing at, so you're charging up your right click and release the right click and spam your Discord, because like there was actually like a situation right here where the shots hit someone and you're in the Discord range where you can apply the Discord to a target. So if you release your right click and spam the Discord target, you make sure that they get more that the right click gets more damage, because like there's the travel time for the projectiles. So that's why I always say like remap the Discord to another key where you can easily spam it.
Don't know what that is.
Dominic the donkey.
Okay, you're not calling out the Discords. It's bad.
And right side they go.
And look, nobody's killing the Pharaoh. Because we don't have a hit scan to kill the Pharaoh.
You have to have... Wait, no, you have a Bastion. You Discord the Pharah, like, right here. Pharah shows herself here. If you Discord the Pharah here and call Pharah Discord main, the Bastion just melts her. Easy. Like, no question. Like, this distance from Bastion and Pharah, like if the Bastion can actually aim, you actually don't even need to Discord the Pharah, because she would be dead in like 1 or 2 seconds.
And right side they go.
And look, nobody's killing the Pharaoh. Because we don't have a hit scan to kill the Pharaoh.
We have a Bastion.
Oh, you also have like a diva for the Pharah. So they pushed right side, like the team pushed right side, and the Pharah was like above, like she was behind. Well, not behind, but like behind the team, right? Like positioning wise. Yeah, so the diva actually could have like boosted up to her and killed her for free, because she doesn't even had like a orb, and I didn't see a mercy as well. Alright, so Yorisa actually messed up, because like she saw that, or she knew that the enemy team goes right side. So the Risa should have done is like to set up a shield here at this choke, because this choke here is insane. Like to push through here when you have an Orisa shield is incredibly hard, because like all of the damage you do is like in this close space where you can't miss, because like they're all here, and all this damage connects, and they just got melted. But the Orisa fucks up in a way that she doesn't think about like shield positioning, and now they just can move in, right? And you're the first one they see. You're actually exposed. Like you're about to get hit by the Junkrat mines.
Bitch, that's what I thought.
Yeah, see, you got like. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. You have like 34 HP, right? Like you have to let your Mercy know that you're low HP by either saying it to her or spamming X, because you can you're just too valuable to die in a team fight. You're not allowed to die.
That's what you are, a thought.
Come on.
Oh, god
yeah,
damn it.
fight is lost. Back off.
Yeah.
Back off. Like okay, either you die now. You could have like actually went to point B to regroup with your team, because I don't think that they saw you here at this point. Like
a thought.
You dropped down because of the tire, right? And then you wait to see what happens.
Come on.
Yeah, and then you could have just, you see, okay, everybody's dead. There's no way those two survive. Instant reset, because no one sees you're here actually. Like you could go right side and then you could go to the right side again to the mega, right, to this little room, because they will probably just play point now. And in silver, I don't think like chasing, like I don't think the chasing game is that bad or like that punishing in silver.
Oh, god
yeah,
damn it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you die.
Hey, we lose.
There's no chance. Yeah, you got a good kill on the Pharah, but it doesn't matter. They will get a point anyway.
G fucking G.
We'll have to hold him from the second
I always
point.
gotta hold.
Don't push in, guys.
You have to hold for 6 minutes 40.
I'm going to secretly plant
That's
myself behind
almost
them.
impossible.
They'll never suspect a thing.
Get set up,
But I have
Bastion.
my ult.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like where's the like Orisa shield? Like also like it's very weird that the Bastion position himself like right at the choke. Like usually what I would expect from a silver Bastion is at least like here in the corner, or like in the other corner on the left side, or in the room, like way behind, right behind the point. But like this is just bad. Yeah, okay, you're playing with the shield now, that's okay. Having the choke's also good. Right? You saw the mine, right? You got booped by the mine, so you know that they're coming left. Let your team know. Just call out they're going left side.
Pharah.
Alright, Pharah's one, good. Alright, you lost your Junkrat here, but they lost two as well, so you should win a team fight if they're pushing.
On the right?
And they do. They're actually feeding.
Yep.
Alright, I think, yeah, now they regroup.
We can get a draw. Oh,
Right,
wait,
so
did-
you
did
have
we
your
get a tick?
Transcendence, right?
No, we didn't.
So you have to hold you have to hold one tick for 5, like like almost 6 minutes. Your Transcendence will be like is in this case your Transcendence is the game changer. How you manage your Transcendence. Like this is like the ultimate test here. If you draw, you have good ult management. Like from your Zen ult.
We didn't.
Well, actually, I think we did. Wait, no, we didn't.
No, we did
didn't.
not.
If we time him out or hold him, then we'll draw.
Your junker is
They have
pushing
trip
up
tank.
way too hard. Like, if they
What,
engage
they're
hard, your
running a
junker
triple-
is
yeah,
instantly
what
dead.
the fuck?
Okay, they go right side. Okay, D.Va's kinda behind them. Okay, the monkey
I'm
jumped
down.
in. He's on you, pop trance. Yes.
They're on the left.
Good.
Guys, they got a monkey on point.
Alright, you dodged the hammer. That's good as well. Alright. I think you have like you had no orb of harmony there. Wait, let's see this again, right? The monkey jumps in. You get hit from this one, right? Yeah, okay. You're at 80 HP, the monkey
down.
jumped in. They're all here. Your whole team is right side. You pop trance now, right? Alright. Where do you go? You lost your mercy.
They're on the left.
Alright. Alright.
Guys, they got a monkey on
Your Reinhardt got pinned, but you still healed him through it,
point.
right? Okay, they used Shatter and Transcendence. Your mercy should be back by now. Like in 3 seconds. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay. You have your Orb of Harmony on a reset. That's fine actually. You get scared of the tire. The reset pays for it. I don't know if she used Fortify or not, but it doesn't matter now. You get your orb on the D.Va, she gets instantly demaxed. You don't? Yeah, you orb in now. Yeah, but she's dead anyway. Oh, unlucky. I mean,
Fuck you!
like if the Reinhardt
You
wouldn't
bitch.
have been a pussy, you would be dead faster. Like, yeah, whatever. Right, the D.Va's one, nice D-Mac. Okay.
I'm
Right.
on cooldown.
There was like a possibility here to stagger the baby D.Va. Because you won the fight. They all disengaged or died. Did they die? Wait. Yeah, they take the D.Vas here. And there's no one on point, so you basically can reset now because there is not a lot of pressure on the point. So if you let the baby D.Va live now and wait, you actually get more time off, right? You still have to play for 4.5 minutes, and like time is like the most valuable resource right now. Like you have to cheese out as much. you have to get the timer down as much as possible, as easy as possible. And staggering a baby D.Va after like a fight like this is like very valuable. But your Junkrat goes for the kill.
I'm on cooldown. There we go.
Unlucky. I mean, in most cases, like the stagger on baby D.Va needs callouts. Like when the D.Va gets demacked and you see that there's no pressure on point, you have to actively call out that you want to stagger the D.Va. Because like there's always like some guy in your team who will like chase kills and kill everyone, right? So you have to let your team know.
30 seconds.
I don't know if that was necessary actually there, but you know what? You do you.
Alright, yeah. Your first priority right now is to build your transcendence. Like you just need 40% more. So that's actually very doable until they push. If you get like a good line of sight and good damage in. So instead of spamming here, yeah, charge your right click and then spam the choke with your right click. Because like the chance that you get a lucky pick with your right click is way higher compared to the left click spam.
Alright.
Okay, the monkey jumped in. He's actually fitted. He should be dead. The monkey should be dead.
They're diving.
Yeah, the call out would be now like you see that you have the Discord on monkey. Like as soon as the monkey jumps on point, you have to call out that the monkey's on point, and because he can't escape, because he already used his jump hack. And you did the right play by discording him and put pressure on him. But your team didn't, like, because the time that they reacted was just too slow.
They're on point.
Right? Wait. A little bit more. Jumpy. Monkey jumps in. And yeah, he's in now. Insta discount, you have to call it out instantly, right?
They're on point.
Like there's like this famous like call out this monkey because it's true. Because you can secure the kill here. Like your D.Va and your Mercy should have secured the kill here easily.
They're diving.
Oh, it appeared that he had his cool his jump back because he was like behind the point or somewhere like around here, right? Around here, and then he went here, and you were here, and then he was behind you. All right, but still, like you could have secured the kill there. Let the team know that your Rhino is discorded. Nice. Okay, but you used D.Va bomb for that. I don't think you had to use D.Va bomb.
Shit.
Should be fine. Like, look at this. I mean, you're dead, sure, but they lost their main tank. The only way that you lose the fight now is if they pop their ults, like 2 or 3 ults. If they pop it, because your team doesn't have the defensive ult with Transcendence here. I mean, that's the only way where I can see that the tick gets filled.
Get that Zen. Yeah.
Yeah. You won the fight again. That's very good.
Monkey dead. Ults, we got 4? Yes. They still got 3.5 minutes. Jam.
We'll have 5.
Right. In a high elo, you would talk about which ults you would want to use in the next fight. Like your Transcendence ult is mandatory because they only need 1 tick. So if they engage hard with ults, you pop your trans, right? Or like if you're getting pressured, which you will get. I mean, at high elos, you will get pressured at Zen at this point. You just have to make sure that you absolutely don't die and use your ult.
So I mean, just don't blow them all at once.
Look, 5.
Like if they engage now and use no ults and you use all the 5, they have all their ults then, and they have the time. So that's called like a dry push, right? If the enemy team, or if you engage and don't use ults and the enemy team uses ults, that's called a dry push. And that's like, if you have a lot of time, that's actually a valid strategy. Because if your ult economy is better than the enemy team, you will win more fights.
Yep. Oh, Genji's here.
Yeah, that's unlucky. They engage now hard because they know, yeah, see? The Moira popped ult because they saw that you died.
Ryan down.
But your team pops off.
Oh, son of a...
D.Va down.
You're down too. Right, nice kill. Good. Good thing that you didn't pop Transcendence here because you already won the fight.
We're good on the point right now.
Junk's behind. Junk's on the right. Thank you.
Alright, see what I would have done here. As soon as like I discorded the Genji, I would say, okay, Genji discord main, and then he used like his deflect. Then I would say Genji no deflect, and then he uses his dash for some way to get around here. Let us rewatch that. Alright, so you orb your D.Va, that's a good play because she's not at full health. You see the Genji here?
We're good on the...
You're discording the Genji, so you say Genji discord. He uses his deflect. Genji discord, no deflect.
point right now.
Junk's behind. Junk's
And then
on the
he
right.
somehow
Thank you.
Yeah, he dashes for absolutely no reason. He is dead. He has no cooldowns. He is right in front of your face. He's dead.
Yeah.
But there's no focus. See? Like, the D.Va is not following him. Like, you missed like 1 or 2 shots. Like, he's going for the mega. That's where's your other DPS? Like here, like you're all scattered around.
Get this Genji.
D.Va's on the left, Ryan is on our left.
Yo, see? There's the Genji behind the point. Or was he? Wait.
He's on the left.
Yeah. Look at that. Who's dead? He shouldn't be alive right now. He should have died like before. And like the fact that he is here is actually crucial because he can apply pressure now. And if he kills you with trance and they engage, that's actually your fault. That you lose the tick and the map. See like how far this goes. Like one little mistake by not calling out and not focusing like a low target. Like it's insane. Like Overwatch punishes mistakes insanely hard.
He's on our left.
Alright, so you use your trance offensively, right? So you absolutely have to get the picks, because otherwise you lose. Okay, you get the Genji. Okay, you got the D.Va D-Mac, that's good. The Reinhardt wasted his shadow, because the fight was already lost.
Yeah, there's baby D.Va under the bridge.
Or was it? Wait. Yeah, let's watch it again. You get the D-Mac. No, wait. Right, you get the D-Mac. So they're like down 0.5. They use Shatter.
Yeah, there's baby D.Va under the bridge.
Alright, they use the oh, come on, bro. Like, this is a free kill, like, in most cases. Like, a Junkrat ulting on point. Because if a Junkrat ults, he's like telling you to kill him. Because he is standing still, you can't even miss shots. Like, if some DPS would be around here and see that, you would be instantly dead. But there comes, like, the Transcendence here, right? Yeah.
I'm behind me. I'm down.
Oh, that's actually a C9. No one touched point. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, contesting point, that's the job of your tanks. Like, the Tracer's allowed to move freely. The Risa is not allowed. The D.Va is kinda allowed, depends. The Junkrat can play like around the point, right? He can play like at your spawn doors. And the Mercy, yeah, the Mercy has to be there where whoever needs help, right? Yeah, and you basically, like, the position I want you to play in is either here, but I mean that's kind of risky because like when I play here, like when they engage here and I play here, I always feel like I'm kinda like I feel like the team forgets me because like I'm in this dark room, like right side, and they can still come here and then they go here and can kill me. That's why I play around here, because you have like these stones as cover, right? And you have like line of sight here and line of sight here. And you're safe like from like sniper positions. Like the snipers, if you crouch beneath like the stones, they can see your head. So this is like a safe position here. And you're like, if they pressure you, the way to your spawn is not that long, right? So I really like this spot when I play Zen on defense here. But yeah, your team C9. It's unlucky.
I'm behind me. I'm down.
I got launched it fucking
Wait,
everywhere.
got it?
Be
They
better,
got it.
Ursa.
I mean, so yeah, like basically the most important thing that you need to focus on it's ult, let's call it management, right? That includes building ult, as fast as possible, or like as soon as possible, right? It includes like ult, oh shit, ult reaction. Dude, I'm sorry about my writing. That's but I want you like to visualize it in a good way. Ult reaction time, right? Like you have to be faster with your ult. What else? Ult. Shit. Ult. Anticipation. Like always think about like what ults does the enemy team have and how can you counter it, or even can you counter it, because like Junkrat can counter Junkrat ult. This is like a 600 damage with a fairly long radius. There's no point in ulting on a like when Junkrat goes for different targets other than you. Like sometimes it's fine to use ult if he goes just for you, because then you trade it and you still provide like the value on point, but that's dependent, right? Yeah, like for example, like you can counter the barrage if it's not close enough, because if it's close enough, the damage from barrage will actually cut through your transcendence, and then you kind of wasted it. But to measure like the distance where it's actually possible, it's very hard. Like usually when I hear like or I see the Pharah ulting, I just press Q even if it's too close, because like there's always like a possibility that the Pharah only gets her ult like for 1 second and then gets killed, right? So you actually need to instantly heal like the damage from the first 2 seconds, because that's a lot as well. Yeah, also like Reinhardt, you're like a shatter. Like if the Reinhardt lands a fat shatter, you like your transcendence is the ultimate counter to it. Because usually like if the Reinhardt lands a shatter, your team is like kinda across. Like the Reinhardt's here and he shatters here at like this angle. There's like someone here, someone here, someone here, someone here. Like if it's a fat shatter, right? And then you come in with your trance and save them. And then what happens usually is that the Reinhardt goes in like for a pin. He shatters, sees okay, who can I pin, and then goes for the pin, right? So what you can do is then, because you're invincible, and if you like hear the shatter, so he shatters, you come in, oh shit, you come in and position yourself before Reinhardt's face, right? So he can't pin the teammate. That's actually like a tech from Zen to prevent like pins. So yeah. What else? Building ult as soon as possible. Ult reaction time. Ult anticipation. Another thing is like dude, this program, wait. Okay. Is like calls, right? Calls is like health. Health, status, enemies, right? Someone's slow because like then you play further in the back and you have like a better angle on the battlefield. You see a lot of like a lot of the enemies' health bars, and if someone's slow, it's actually your job to call it out when he's low, so that your team gets a focus point, right? What is like connected with this is like your Discord calls. I mean, yeah, Discords. So like as soon like boot to Discord is kind of advanced because like there are a lot of factors, because it depends on the team comp the enemy runs, who you Discord first. So I would say don't think about that too much. Just Discord the target which is like in your face, right? Or which is like for you the most easiest to kill, or Discord a target who's already in a fight with another one of your teammates, right? And then you say Discord X, right? Hero X. Because then they will receive more damage, because they are probably already receiving damage, and that leads to their death. And then you get an advantage, and then you snowball, and then you usually win the point. Yeah. I think like I don't want to give you like too much to improve on, because like I think like those two things will take a lot of your time now. But if you get like those two things right, dude, easy high plat, low diamond, even mid diamond, dude. If you like really improve at those two things, you're gonna climb very much, because like the mechanics, it's just playtime. It's just the more you play, the better you get. But the other two things is just you actually have to think about what you're doing. So yeah, I hope this helps. I'm sorry for like sometimes my explanations weren't that optimal, because yeah, English is not my native language, but I think I kept it rather simple, I hope. Yeah, so I hope this helps, and good luck for the next games.